Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to Cruisenix Purgatory. I'm your host, Cruisenix X. Alongside me, the beautiful Arya Stormborn.
Hey, y'all.
We are well on our way to becoming a full-fledged Red Mage. In the last episode, we met with Zerun Tia and discovered a cabal that seems to be doing untold things to people. I don't know what the heck's going on, but we'll see what happens. So, let's crack open a root beer and get right to the next part of the storyline with the level 52 quest, A Rewarding Struggle. How fares your training, my friend? I imagine you have grown quite accustomed to the shift between spellcraft and swordplay by now. I will continue to instruct you, but as I have said before, practical experience will serve you far better than any tiresome lecture. It is important that you treat every battle as an opportunity to learn. Speaking of which, Father Iliud mentioned that he had something he wished to discuss regarding our sigil-branded ambushes. Let's head inside, shall we? Alright, let's go and see. I'm ashamed that it did not occur to me earlier, but I recall an incident that may be connected to this dreadful cult. A merchant's son was kidnapped in Ordar some moons ago. When the merchant came forth to pay the ransom, however, both father and child were murdered. The perpetrators of this terrible act were never unmasked, but evidence at the scene suggests the two were slain by thaumaturgy. What is more, this merchant was a native of Alamigo. Is this not also true of the father of the girls you rescued? Aye, he is Alamigan born. A man by the name of Wilkin, so his wife told me. Could he have been the true target of the kidnappers? We must speak with Master Wilkin at once. There are too many similarities in these cases to ignore, and I would not put it past this cult to make a direct attempt on his life. In anticipation of such action, I inquired after Master Wilkin's trading itinerary. It seems he is presently conducting business at the Mandeville Gold Saucer, delivering stock for game prizes or some such. Very resourceful of you, Father. Thank you. Come, Chris. The Gold Saucer awaits. Alright. Off to the Mandeville Gold Saucer. It is only the second time we've had to do it for a quest. And I mean one that's not event-based. Oh, I should have taken the air... Why did I not take the airship? Less of a run. What?
Because you need more cash.
My apologies, Chris. I neglected to ask if you were a patron of these halls, but we are here now, and Master Wilkin is still occupied with his trade. I am tempted to eavesdrop on his dealings to learn what manner of men we are saving. Let us play the part of happy gamblers, and wander by his meeting in the Mandeville Lounge. Just look for the wonderfully hideous golden statue. That's one way of putting it. You could just call it the Battle of the Bulge. Ethernet to Wonder Square West. Data. Alright, let us see. There's our Master Wilkin. Thank you again. We'll make the most of this gift, I promise you. Back straight and head up now, lad, or folk will become suspicious. You've done naught wrong. Besides, the coin is fair gotten and freely given. The young man he was talking to, he is known to me. One of the lads belonging to the Alamegan Resistance, if I'm not mistaken. Well, this is clearly more than some simple business deal. But why waste time on suppositions when we can speak with the merchant himself, eh? Yes, let's. Why do I feel like... Why do I feel like I should be in a brighter red? Eh, screw it. Must be the light. Master Chris and Master Zeron. Glad am I for this chance to thank you in person for the kindness you showed my daughters. Father Iliud sent word to expect you. He also mentioned that the danger to my family is not yet past. You suspect that I have been marked for assassination? Aye. Have you any idea of the why? Say, retaliation for funneling funds to the Alamegan Resistance under the guise of standard business dealings? I thought as much. I recognized your client as one of the young freedom fighters I'd seen in Girabania. Oh, rest assured that your secrets are safe with us. I myself have spent the better part of my life aiding the resistance. Your dealings do, however, seem to have drawn some rather unpleasant attention. Very well. You saved my children's lives, and so I will trust you with the truth. Many Alamegan refugees are employed here at the Gold Saucer, in no small part due to the wishes of the establishment's owner, Lord Godbert Mandeville. Several of these employees have direct ties to the Resistance, the young men you saw being one such conduit. As to why I meet them here, well, it is a matter of hiding the trees within the forest. There was another incident, not so long ago, where the son of an Alamegan-born merchant was kidnapped by a cadre of mages. When the father attempted to pay the ransom, the fiends slew both parent and child. I fear this scenario was one they hoped to repeat with you. Yes, a terrible turn of events that was. I did not know the merchant personally, but I knew of his efforts. He too was said to have supported the resistance with the fortune he made in Uldar. And there we have our connection. They seek to eradicate resistance sympathizers. I sense the hand of the Empire behind this cabal. But the assassins themselves favor magic, so they are unlikely to be native Garleans. The puppeteer could very well be a hired killer, or mayhap a recruit from a subjugated province. We shall learn the truth in due time. For now, however, we must take steps to keep you alive. Lord Mandeville is a member of the Syndicate, and the Gold Saucer is his domain. Striking at me here would be difficult to say the least. I do, however, have pressing business to attend to in Vesper Bay in the coming days. Vesper Bay, eh? Given its peculiar approach, I can think of a dozen places from which assassins could stage an ambush. Might you entrust your safety to Christian Lee? Together we will prove more than a match for any ambushers. and it would also afford us greater insight into our foe. You certainly appear capable. I will gladly accept your protection. Then it is settled. Let us travel ahead to Vesper Bay and scout out the area. Alright, off to Horizon. Where hopefully my coat will look a little better in red. Or in the red that I... It'll do. Let's ride. No, not the Regalia Type G. I want this... I want the Fenrir mount this time. There's Zarun. Let's talk to him. Good, you're here. Master Wilkin has begun his overland trek from Uldar. Before he left, I asked the good merchant to discuss his travel arrangements with less than his usual discretion. Assuming the assassins have eyes and ears on their target, we can assume they will have moved to occupy the most favorable ambush sites. Now, if I were intent on murdering a lone traveler, I would choose one of two options. The first being the alleys here in Vesper Bay, and the second being the long dark tunnel leading into the town. I propose we split up and secure both areas. I will take the back streets, and you can have the old mining shaft. Sweep the tunnel clean of ambushes, then meet me back here when the route is safe. Works for me. I just reworked my hotbar so that... Hello, boyos! Wow, who saw that coming? I almost feel bad. I said almost. Defeated the ambush, did you? Well done. As you can see, they had a second group waiting in the wings. Your opponents were the same mute attackers as before, yes? I pity these cursed pawns, but we cannot let their mercy stay on our hand. Let mercy stay our hands. They are little different from the walking dead, and no art can restore them. I did, however, allow one to escape my blade. On purpose, of course. He seemed eager to disengage, and so I obliged. He limped off towards the coast, but with the wound I gave him, he'll not have fled far. I will track this last assassin to his destination. Pray, remain here and greet Master Wilkin. You should be arriving through your second secured tunnel any moment now. Yep. In retrospect, I should have probably... Ah, Master Chris. Here I am, with nary a scratch upon my person. My deepest thanks. You've saved my family, and for that I can never truly repay you. but I must at least try. Pray, share this gift with Master Zaroon. My supplier will be waiting, and so I must take my leave of you. May Nald enrich you and bless your endeavors. I have a feeling that this is not going to end well. We've had a stroke of luck. The man I followed leapt into the sea and was fished out by others in a rowboat. I last saw them making for a merchantman anchored out in the bay. Considering the absence of fear, I must assume the one who fled had been commanded to report the outcome of the ambush. If we can identify the ship, then we will be one step closer to unmasking this vile puppeteer. And then we can... Another token from the esteemed Master Wilkin. How kind that he seeks to reward us. Ah, and there is a note here as well, addressed to us both. You have my eternal gratitude. Twice now has my life been saved by Red Mages, and twice by one in particular. Mayhap you remember the day 20 years ago, when the Crimson Duelists fought to save the life of a child. I remember you, Master Zaroon, for your scarlet garb was forever etched into my memory. 'Tis a strange feeling to be recognized for a decades-old deed. Had he not known me, would he have been so ready to place his life in our hands, I wonder? Aside from a few wrinkles, I suppose I have changed little in my appearance. I was clothed thus when we worked to evacuate our fellow Alamegans, even as the homeland we knew crumbled around us. But in the end, it is the lives that matter, not the place. Regardless of the circumstances, a Red Mage must strive to achieve the greatest good. So I have always believed. Our actions are our own reward, but a little acknowledgement does wonders to sustain one's faith, eh? And with that, we've completed another quest on the Path of the Red Mage. When next we meet, we will be completing the level 54 quest, Tracking the Cabal. But until then, that's going to be it for this episode of Cruise X Purgatory. A special thank you to Arya Stormborn for joining us.
Yep.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live at PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams and videos the moment they air. And be sure to subscribe to me for exclusive access to Cruise X Purgatory. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode of Path of the Red Mage, and click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Cruise X, signing out.